Hi everyone. So I'm gonna make this video to just this is technically part 2 of the last video, but I'm gonna say some things before I get into the actual topic. First off, I forgot to mention this a long time ago, but there's apparently gonna be a Christmas werewolf movie about Werewolf Santa, known as Frostbite. Now, I thought it was already a thing, but it's gonna be a thing this Christmas and this December, and I'm excited for it. I'm also excited for the FNAF movie because, of course, I don't care if I'm gonna turn 20. What matters is that it's gonna be worth it. And probably even next year. But then again, I'm still a little scared. Just a little bit. Sometimes I've just given up on trying to change Dignitas back to his normal self, trying to confront him, because honestly it's just a waste of time. And sometimes I can't even focus on him right now. But that's okay. I have also heard from other FNAF YouTubers about the books, and one of them said that most of them don't pay attention to the books or something like that, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Someone actually understands. Because unlike Not Real Name, Not At All, who actually reads the books and does research, most people just think that the FNAF books are canon. Meanwhile, in reality, most of them aren't. But some details and some of the books might be canon and have made it into the games, like the Mimic or the FNAF 4 experiments and Didophobia and some other things. But basically, the FNAF books are also non-canon, and the FNAF books aren't canon, but at the same time, they're also in their own timeline, yeah. But at the same time, some details from the books have been implemented to the games. It's kind of like with my character Quinzel, with her universe, with her timelines, with the 1960s, her main and alternate storylines, having similar stories, like in the 1970s part of her story, or in the 1960s, like with Richard Hayes, or in the 1970s with her killing a baby or being framed for murder. It's something. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So, there was also something about, even though William Afton is a narcissist, in most things before he was ever considered to be a narcissist, even though it might be true, William Afton, in a way, did love his children. Mostly, parents love the younger children, and they seem to discipline the older children. So, yeah, I just don't know how that's even possible. So, and the crying child was, like, he was afraid of Fredbear, an animatronic that his father created in 1982, and from that moment on, Evan was crying and he was afraid, and Michael took advantage of it because he pretty much, well, William Afton in the VHS tapes say that he loves his youngest son, but he doesn't love Michael because he's a bad kid. He's always been a bad kid. And considering that, well, like I said, William Afton being a narcissist, probably even because of him being neglectful. But at the same time, he loves his children. He became a narcissist, or he abused Elizabeth after Evan's death, and he also abused Michael during that time. Even though William is abusive, he is a narcissist, even before his children all died, he still loved them, especially Elizabeth. Now, there has been sort of confirmation from Steel Studio that they're hinting at making a Five Nights at Freddy's prequel, like a prequel before The Bite of 83, where I'm thinking it will take place in 1976 to 1983. And considering that Fredbear's Family Diner was open in 1973, the FNAF prequel will take place in 1976 to 1983. Yeah. Okay, this is stupid. So, instead of making Charlie the main protagonist in the books, because she in the games was the ghost child who possessed the puppet. She died when okay. Henry Emily wasn't abusive. He wasn't a bad father like William. He wasn't a bad father like William. He just got depressed when his child died because William was jealous and angry with Henry. Because Henry had a perfect family while William didn't. But William was also hypocritical because he was neglectful of his children. So he wasn't the perfect father. Sometimes I question why William had children in the first place. It just doesn't add up to his character. Okay, this is fucking stupid. So.
It can't. That was so early in the games. That would be like saying that a majority of FNAF... Something witty, maybe, writes. The kids possessing the animatronics from the missing... Potato writes, Hut.
Phone Dude was literally Fritz Smith, and considering that Phone Dude is supposed to be an elderly person in 2023, how would that up being him, being Cassie's father? That's ridiculous. And Phone Dude is just that one-off character, okay? It doesn't matter. There has been confirmation of a prequel game being in the works. Sort of. Gregory is the crying child, and as a robot is way worse than the first theory about Michael is the crying child. Michael is obviously not the crying child. He is the foxy bully. And considering that the crying child, Evan, died in 1983, Michael goes into sister location in 1996. So, Michael is not the crying child. Well, at least not in the minigames in the FNAF 4 night gameplay. 5 Nights gameplay.
Squares for You writes, Gregory is absolutely a human. That's my hot take. I can't believe that's a hot take. I knew. There was a part of me that knew, after the fourth closet came out, everyone was going to be accused of being a robot.
That's what I thought too, because Honestly, with people thinking that Gregory or Elizabeth or Vanessa are robots, then honestly, it's just ridiculous. Because the fact that Charlie, I think that she was supposed to be a robot. I say was because, well, let's just say, it doesn't add up to the games because Charlie slash Charlotte literally died when she was about, I don't know, 3 or 6 years old at most. When she died outside of Fredbear's family diner back in 1983. So, how is she a teenager in future events in the books? She's a robot. What the hell, Henry?
Hayal writes, FNAF would be in a better place if Afton wasn't the one trying to bring back people from the dead. Afton would be just a random serial killer that starts...
Now this one actually, made me interested. So, there was a thing where, in the Hidden Lore creepypasta, that the purple guy is just this guy named Peter Willtaker, and he just, kills children, and William Afton is, in fact, a character. He is a separate character. He is a mad scientist, not Henry. Not Henry. And, well, in Zapper 770's video of the FNAF Hidden Lore episode 3, episode 1 involving Candy the cat. Before that, William is in a hospital next to someone in the hospital bed. William approaches him from the back and sort of manipulates him, I think. I don't know.
And for the final hot take of this video...
That box is full of nothing. It's just Michael's memories. There's nothing physically there. Sorry. This is now just fucking stupid. I can't believe I'm even making this video now. I've just blurred out every single thing that I have ever said in my damn life. And honestly, I just wanted to try to make this video about the actual things that I wanted to talk about, but no, that's completely gone now. I cannot. So William Afton became a narcissist and he abused his children after Evan's death. He abused Elizabeth, obviously, and he abused Michael. He hated Michael for what he did, and he killed the missing children because even in the VHS tapes, William says if they were Michael, then he deserved it. William wanted to kill his own son, but if he did, he would get caught. So he killed the naughtiest children that he could find and killed them and walk away without the slightest bit of guilt. His anger would just go straight to the children. He killed like 19 children, and the missing children, 5, and Charlotte, 6. Some of her children, like 11. Then like some experimental, whatever.